Angeles Historic Cabaret. For the consideration of the performers and those around you, we'd ask you to turn off all cell phones and electronic devices at this time. We'd also like to remind you that taking flash photographs during the show is prohibited. Mary Malaney, Quarter Life Crisis.
For quite some time I've heard that I'm alleged to be an ingenue. And yes, it's true, when I was 2, I pledged to be an ingenue. My agent said before I went to do what Doris Day would do, and sign upon the dotted line if William Morris Pay would do. When I was 3, they said to me the stage would be my medium, but ingenues must pay their dues with unrelenting tedium. We must be sweet and quite discreet and dress in unappealing clothes. We may not tease our friends or hair, or swear or wear revealing clothes. One has to fear the casting couch producers, lust and greed alike. They lech alike, kvetch alike, their hairlines all recede alike. They scream a lot and scheme a lot, and even Joe Mantello will be calm at first, but in a burst get totally hysterical. An ingenue must promise to imprison her virginity. All men above the age of 10 are kept from her vicinity. The lady's reputation is unlikely to improve at all. A stain on which no laundromat or cleaner can remove at all. The roles you play quite often may require you to ham a lot, and you're inclined to wind up in a bus and truck of Camelot. The parts for boys you play against, they give to all the clones to do, and movie roles you live to play, they give to Shirley Jones to do, or Anna Kendrick. For many shows the actress knows the critics will attack her in. It's so hard to live on guard and stay as sweet as saccharin. Add up all the pros and cons, you'll wind up with a minor score. And that is why the ingenue has died out like the dinosaur. Welcome to my Quarter Life Crisis. This is Drew behind me on the piano here.
Girl, it's your crisis night.
I know.
It's your quarter life crisis.
Yes, and it's gonna be fine. I'm pretty sure that this whole ingenue thing is where this whole crisis started for me, because here I am living in New York in the prime of my life, and I'm still apparently too young to be playing the roles that I'm born to play, so I don't know what I'm doing. So that's why you're all here. You're gonna sit and listen to me as I figure out what I may have figured out by this point in my life and what I still have to accomplish before I can be a functioning adult. So,
Good luck.
we do what we can, but, nothing makes me feel like less of an adult than listening to my non-theater friends use these foreign words. Maybe you've heard of them, but 401k, salary, and promotion. And I'm just over here like, may I take your order?
What's the cheapest thing you got?
Do the waffles have gluten in them?
Oh my
Yeah.
God, my phone back
What's the Wi-Fi password?
here. Gratuity? I didn't order gratuity.
Brunch. Sunday in the blue silver chromium diner. Green, purple, yellow, red stools from the food Sunday for a cool orange juice or a bagel on the soft green cylindrical stools. Sit the fools drinking cinnamon coffee or decaffeinated tea. Only 2 days ago.
Honey, crisis it up. Tell us
Yes,
what happened.
yes.
Tell us the story.
So I walked over to this table, and I knew it was going to be bad from the start when he looks at me and goes, "Pictures." And I was like, "What?" He meant to say pictures. Do you have pictures? That's fine. About 5 minutes later, he whistles for me to come over. And these gentlemen, he grabs my hand, he goes, "Have you ever been to Africa?" I said, "No." He goes, "You have the body of an African woman." Okay. So, it's fine. It's fine. This is when I start to freak out and realize that I'm 25 and I'm still waiting tables as my primary source of income. But it's okay. The day will come when I can take all of the aprons that I've earned over the years and burn them in a heap. Until that day comes, I will continue to wait tables for up to 6 hours at a time, and my body will continue to remind me that I'm not getting any younger. I mean, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but like my hair now does not grow as quickly. I definitely can't lose weight as quickly as I used to. And Sarah, Scott, and Nathan here can all agree with me that I definitely can't party like I used to.
I wake up, rub the sleep from my eyes, look around, and then I realize that I don't know where I am, even how I got here.
I wake up, and my liver's feeling sore, my shirt's on, but my pants are on the floor, and my thumb is on the bed, but I still have my shoes on.
My head throbs and my stomach turns.
My legs ache and my left eye burns.
There's no way I did this damage in just one night.
It's not from drinking 10 beers, but drinking straight for 10 years. I'm hungover. Hungover. I'm hungover. Hungover from my 20s. I wake up. There's a fire in my head. Rise and shine. Oh my God, he's in my bed. I would sneak out if
what room I'm in. I've not seen this one before. Hey, it's a pretty nice apartment. Should I stay or should I book?
Should we kiss?
Should I cook? This feeling's too familiar. Somehow I'm here again.
I feel bored, I feel cold. This game is getting real old.
I'm hungover. Hungover. I'm hungover. Hungover from my 20s.
I'm feeling kind of faint and my headache kind of grows and I'm getting kind of sick and that's the warning. And I wonder which is worse, that it's happening right now or that it's a typical Sunday morning. A year ago I do this and feel fine. Now my body's slow. Is this a sign? It's a miserable, nauseating sight.
I wake up and the scenery is the same for 10 years. I'm the only one to blame, but I don't know how to change, or even if I want to.
I wake up feeling bad is the norm when I'm drunk. Man, am I in rare form.
It was fun for quite a while, but maybe now it's over.
That feels right.
This feels right.
This feels good.
This feels good.
This feels just like it should. And the time has come to leave those days behind. Don't expect too much soon. I'm gonna need it till noon. I'm hungover.
Hungover. I'm hungover. Hungover from my 20s. Hungover.
Whoa.
Hungover. Yeah. I'm hungover. Hungover from my 20s. Thank you to Scott Montgomery and Sarah Glancy and Nathan Cockcroft, who you'll see more of later, for telling that fun story. I'm gonna take a sip of water, because that's what you do when you're hungover. Stay in character. Woo! Now, when I'm in that kind of state, I generally turn to the big G for guidance and help, Grease. Usually, I go for Chinese food, or Wendy's, or Domino's, or... We should probably just sing the song. Fat as I am, who wants to see a diva? Fat as I am, I get mistaken for the Pillsbury Man. How is it that I'm fat as I am? Fat as I am, the camera's gonna add a ton to my can. This is the way they say Godzilla began. How is it that I'm fat as I am? Try it again. All my friends say I should diet again. That my fans are gonna riot again. Look what happened to Jess. Oh, all of my sins are not as numerous as all of my chins. I should audition for the Hilton twins. No one in the biz is as fat as I is. Oh, but what's a career when you put it next to knockwurst and beer? They could park a DC-10 on my rear. God knows I got the gas. There goes the chair. But to tell the truth, I'm too fat to care. I ate a meatball off the floor right over there. Oh, you don't give a damn. When you're fat as I
unnecessary crisis. That was not necessary.
I mean, I don't know. If you're ever sitting there staring at like 4 empty Chinese food boxes, maybe you'll understand. But here I am, like barely able to feed myself. And still, before I moved to the city, I decided to make a huge commitment and promise to take care of another living soul. And maybe we should start a Facebook fan page. Yeah. He is the most wonderful thing that ever happened to me, despite how stressful he is. You know, half the time he'd rather do the opposite of what I tell him to. But at the end of the day, when I come home from brunch, he's still staring at me with those loving eyes. A tender face, the kind of face that melts you with a grin. The kind of eyes that welcome you the minute you walk in. A tender glance you simply can't refuse. It's times like this a girl could use a dog. He listens when you tell him things. There's nothing you can't say. And unlike certain people, you can teach him how to stay, sort of. And if the world is giving you the blues, he cheers you up by chewing up the news. It's things like that that make you choose a dog. Other people want romance, dancing, playing around. Other people want constant fun. Well, I'm not one. I've got my feet on the ground. Give me a quiet night, a stack of books, a tuna melt on rye, a simple walk together underneath the starry sky, and all at once the night is something rare, and all because there's someone special there who's gazing at the view, his head upon your shoes. It's things like that that make you choose. Babies on the brain. How can I explain? I seem to want to count their toes. It goes against the grain. Babies on the brain. Babies in the street, wearing clothes with feet. They know they're cute, they know their strongest suit is being sweet. Babies on the street, babies in carriages and babies on foot, infants in an infinite array. Millions of marriages are going kaput, but I seem to see, yes, there seem to be more babies each day. Now, I have been told that I treat Bert as if he were a child, and I'm not here to deny that. I'm just here to maybe explain myself, give you some perspective. When I turned 21, it's like my ovaries just turned on, and all of a sudden my biological clock started going crazy. And the only way that I have found to combat this is by putting Bert in Argyle sweaters. Babies on my mind, warm and cuddly kind. They know the deal, they'll make you feel maternally inclined. Babies on my mind. Now, my boyfriend is somewhere in the audience here. Oh, over there. And I don't disclaimer here. I do not want children right now. The maternal instinct is strong in this one. Babies grow up and babies bite. Each little cherub is a terrible threat. There's a tiny assassin in every bassinet. Rosemary had a baby, don't forget. But according to Facebook, plenty of people my age and even younger are starting to reproduce. Whereas the idea of like a little me running around somewhere, I can't even handle myself. How am I supposed to do that? But people are apparently starting to get pregnant on purpose. Babies on the go, putting on a show. They know they've got to win your love before they start to grow. Babies on the go. Babies in snowsuits are clearing a path right to my very front door. Babies in no suits are taking a bath. Babies on the stair, babies everywhere like never before. Babies, as a rule, tend to burp and drool. They know they're needing feeding, care and feeding, then they go to school, expensive private school. How are they doing it? Babies, 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 babies on the brain. Now, it's the only thing that I find, well, not actually, I think babies are scary. Never mind. Something that is almost as scary as babies, but not quite as bad, is the concept of marriage. Plenty of my friends are doing right now, and that's awesome. Good for you. But I'm pretty sure if somebody tried to put a rock on my hand right now, it would go something like this.
Oh, yeah.
Bless this day, pinnacle of life, husband joined to wife, the heart leaps up to be home. This golden day.
Today is for Mary. Mary, I give you the rest of my life to cherish and to keep you, to honor you forever. Today is for Mary, my happily soon to be wife. Mary, we're actually getting married.
Part of me is everybody there, because if everybody's there, I want to thank you all for coming to the wedding. I'd appreciate your going even more. I mean, you must have lots of better things to do and not avoid this to Paul. Remember, Paul, you know the man I'm gonna marry, but I'm not, because I wouldn't ruin anyone as wonderful as he is. But I thank you all. The flowers. Thank you all. Now it's back to the showers. Don't tell Paul that I'm not getting married today. This day, tragedy of life, husband yoked to wife, the heart sinks down and feels down this dreadful day.
I think Paul forgot his cufflinks.
Oh, they're on the dresser, right next to my suicide note. Listen, everybody, look, I don't know what you're waiting for. A wedding, what's a wedding? It's a prehistoric ritual where everybody promises fidelity forever, which is maybe the most horrifying word I ever heard, which is then followed by a honeymoon where suddenly he'll realize he's sounded with a nut and want to kill me, which he should have said thanks a bunch, but I'm not getting married. Go have lunch, because I'm not getting married. You've been grand, but I'm not getting married. Don't just stand there, I'm not getting married. And don't tell Paul, but I'm not getting married today. Go, can't you go? Why is nobody listening? Goodbye, go and cry at another person's wake. If you're quick for a kick, you could pick up a christening, but please, on my knees, there's a human life at stake. Listen, everybody, I'm afraid you didn't hear it. Do you want to see a crazy lady fall apart in front of you? It is the only one maybe ruining his life. You know, we'll go through my analyst about it, but he said to see him Monday. But by Monday, I'll be floating in the Hudson with the other garbage. I'm not well. I'm not getting married. I'm not getting married. Clear the hall, but I'm not getting married. Thank you all, but I'm not getting married. And don't tell Paul. watch me die like Eliza on the ice. Perhaps I'll collapse in the apse right before you also take back the cake. Burn the shoes and boil the rice.
It's for Mary, my happily soon to be wife. One more thing.
I am not getting married.
Softly said.
But I'm not getting married.
With this ring.
Still, I'm not getting married.
I may wed.
See, I'm not getting married.
One
Let's all
last
pray
thing.
that I'm not getting married. Thank you to Grace Griffin and Nathan Cockroft once again for helping me imagine that terrifying scenario. So now that we're talking about things that we've been talking about things that freak me out about the future, but there are some things that I have figured out by 25. When you fall out of love, there is so much to do. There are so many closets to clean. There are boxes to stack, dreams to take back, ultimatums to say, but not me. When you fall out of love, first you sob, then you sigh, then you wonder how phone bills can get up that high, and you think to yourself that you really did try. You really did try. When you fall out of love, there's a lot to explain. There are so many angles to spin. Was it him? Was it me? Either way, now I'm free, though I don't know quite how to begin. Do I let down my hair? Do I put on a show? Do I go to a bar and kiss boys I don't know? When it finally sinks in that you really did go. You really did go. You can tell your friends I was too crazy. I'll inform mine you were never around. Who knew that there could be so many ways of beating this into the ground? Tell the whole office you never loved me. I'll tell the lunchroom I never loved you. Isn't it funny how all of it, none of it, all of it, none of it's true? When you fall out of love, it's an absolute mess. Still, the lessons are painfully clear. There is hurt to endure. Either way, now I'm sure that it's part of the reason we're here. And your heart starts to crack, and you feel less than whole. But you realize the earth still turns round on its pole, and you find you can function with half of a soul. And you're wanting to scream, but you don't say a word. When you fall out of love, at least that's what I've heard. say something. I've been singing this song for a long time, and for a long time I thought it was always about love, as so many are. And one day I actually looked at the context it was in, and it's actually a song about a young woman who has finally achieved her dreams. And I feel like I'm getting to the point where I understand it more. When it all comes true, just the way you've planned, it's funny, but the bells don't ring. It's a quiet thing when you hold the world in your trembling hand. You'd think you'd hear a choir sing. It's a quiet thing. There are no exploding fireworks. Where's the roaring of the crowds? Maybe it's the strange new atmosphere way up here among the clouds. But I don't hear the drums. I don't hear the band. The sounds I'm told such moments bring. Happiness comes in on tiptoe. Well, what do you know? It's a quiet thing. A very quiet thing. And things are starting to slowly move forward. I'm pleased to say I made my off-Broadway debut this year. So if you all bear with me for a minute while I get Magic. These are actual paws from the actual production of Bernstein Bears Live, in which I played Mama Bear. And I just want to do a quick blurb about these paws. I got into an argument with a child on tour because she said to me, she was like, "Those aren't real paws." And I was like, "Yeah, of course they are." She goes, "Bears don't have fingers." And I said, "Well, Bernstein bears are special bears who have fingers to pick things up. Would you like to take a picture?" I'd like you all to unlock your inner children for a minute and share this moment with me. Oh, yes. You'll have so much fluff on your tummies that you'll one day bust your pants. You'll have so much fluff on your tummies that you'll one day bust your pants. Growing comes, that is no lie, but this junk food will make you grow side to side. You gotta get rid of that fluff on your tummy or you're gonna bust your pants. majority of the crisis. No, we haven't even touched the surface. But as much that will fit into an hour. So really, there's only one thing left, Drew.
What's that, Mary?
Am I a Cinderella or a baker's wife?
What? We're having a crisis about this?
Yes.
About Into the Woods, really?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're both dream roles. I mean, I guess we can try Cinderella.
Well, I am playing the veil.
All right. Here we go. Whichever you pick, do it quick, because you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace.
This could work.
Okay. It's your first big decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at a ball is exciting and all. Once you're there, though, it's scary. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. There's a lot that's at stake, but you've stalled long enough, because you're still standing stuck in the stuff on the steps that come out of the blue. And without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide.
What?
You'll just leave them a clue.
Really?
For example, a shoe.
Cute.
And let's see what they'll do. Now it's he and not you. We stuck with a shoe in a stew, in the goo. And you've learned something too, something you never knew. On the steps of the palace. Oh, Drew! What was that?
Yes.
But if you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Hey, do you want this role or not?
And you give and you take and you lead and you bargain or you live to regret
Would
it.
you please go home?
There are highs and lows and in-betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes. And maybe they're really magic. Who knows? Why you do what you do, that's the point. All the rest of it is chatter.
Oh my god, are you gonna cry?
Everything you do is pure intent. If it's meant and it's just a little bent, does it matter?
Yes!
No, what matters is that everyone tells tiny lies. What's important really is the size. Why not both instead? There's the answer if you're clever. Have a wife for warmth and a princess for laughs and a contract at wherever. Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood. Do not let it grieve you. No one leaves for good. You are not alone. No one is alone. I never thought I'd wed a prince. I never thought I'd find perfection. I never thought I could be so happy. Where's the cheesecloth? Wait!
What?
Something's not right. Something's
What?
missing.
My god, what's the matter?
They're so nice. They're not good, they're not bad, they're just nice. I'm not good, I'm not nice, I'm just right. I'm the witch. You're the word.
Oh my god.
You'll just do what you do. It's the last midnight. Mother isn't here now, so goodbye. Oh, you've changed. You're daring. You're different in the woods. Careful the things you say. Agents will listen. Kelsey will look to you for which way to turn to learn what you'll be. Careful before you say, listen to me. Let the moment go. Don't forget it for a moment, no. Just remembering you've had an and when you're back to or makes the or mean more than it did before. Now I understand. Children will listen, and it's time to leave the woods. venues. Thank you to all my wonderful singers for sharing tonight with me. Most importantly, thank you to Drew for holding my hand through this whole process, for making those beautiful, ridiculous medleys. One medley. And thank you, all of you, for coming out in this horrible, horrible weather to see me rant and rave for an hour.
Have your crisis. Have your breakdown.
I know.
God, we love you. Thanks for coming.
I forgot what I am. Am I 15? Am I 15? I think I'm 15. Okay. I'm 15 for a moment, caught in between 10 and 20, and I'm just dreaming, making my way to where you are. I'm 23 for a moment, and she feels better than ever, and we're on fire, making our way back from Mars. 15, there's still time for you, time to buy and time to lose. 15, you're never a wish better than this, when you've only got 100 years to live. I'm 33 for a moment, still the man, but you see I'm a they, a kid on the way, a family on my mind. I'm 45 for a moment, the sea is high and I'm heading into a crisis, chasing the years of my life. 15, there's still time for you, time to buy and time to lose yourself within a morning star. 15, I'm alright with you. 15, there's never a wish better than this, when you've only got 100 years to live. Stories of mothers, stories of boyfriends, and tales of how romance survives. Stories of living, of almost forgiving, of poor, unsuccessful, and fat people's lives. But you gotta have time and music, time and music, time and music, get along. I'm 99 for a moment, dying for just another moment, and I'm just dreaming, making my way